I think what I like most about theater is that there's always something new to learn or something new happening. It's an ancient art form that is constantly changing, even today. What's going on Broadway or what's going on around the country, around the world, is different and innovative and creative. I think that that's what keeps me hungry, is the constant shift of the art is something that's really unique and keeps me going. Welcome to my home. Come on in. The bug bit me in 3rd grade, and I did some school plays. And then I had my first lead in 5th grade, which was very important and should have won many awards. So I grew up in the kids program at the San Pedro Playhouse, now the Playhouse San Antonio. And what was cool is that I ended up teaching for that program. And that was like my first job out of, waiting tables and stuff. It was like started my career. So, and I've been a local actor for 13 years. Oh my gosh. The moment that I realized theater was what I had to do was when I was in a local production of Spring Awakening at the Playhouse. We were doing a talk back on education night, and to see how that story affected the audience and affected us, the effect on the audience and how that effect affected us as actors, that was the moment that I knew, like, wow, this is important. It's not only is it fun, but there's some real passion and some real difference that can be made by doing theater, and I think that's when it clicked.
A tear has its secret, a tear has its mystery. Enjoy the secret and respect the mystery.
Theater will always be a part of my life, whether that is backstage, on stage, teaching. It's just, it's one of those perfect arts. It's an art of collaboration, it's an art of passion, and nothing can replace that. And I think from that moment on, I knew that theater was something that I had to do and had to be involved in.
I know what I'm saying. And you know what you're saying. You're going to be so good.
Do I know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
Rosmer's Home. Where shall I begin? Rosmer's Home is about truth and purpose, like life's purpose, and love. It has many, many layers, and what I take from it is a stamp of approval on what I've decided to do in my life. John Rosmer, the character that I play, has worked his whole life as a pastor and as this conservative leader and very in the box. And then Rebecca comes into his life and totally flips that idea upside down. And he sort of sees life in a beautiful, fresh, new way and starts thinking outside the box. And it changes him. And I think that that applies to us here in the modern world and us as theater artists to find that passion and that fire and carry it through. And that's something that John Rosmer has a hard time with and sort of struggles with and battles with a few characters in the play. But I think us as artists and as humans need to find that passion, be creative, think outside of the box, and push forward. And that's what makes life worth living. I came from a very conservative household. When I decided to pursue theater as a major and as a way of living and a career, it was sort of discouraged. Like, what are you gonna do with that? They just wanted me to follow a more narrow path. And I think that I relate to John Rosmer in that way, is he followed the narrow path and found that there was more joy to be had in being creative and being passionate and being free. Just because the world says that you should be a doctor or a lawyer, and that's what marks success, doesn't mean that that marks success for you. No matter who you are, you will be able to find something to identify with in this piece. Whether you are a grumpy, close-minded, bah humbug Scrooge, or if you are an open-minded, lovable art lover, you'll be able to find something to identify with, and it tells part of your story, and there will be something to take away from Rosmer's Home, whether that changes your mind or affirms your belief or moves you, or you're just entertained. And I think that that's the most important part. If you're going to tell a story, you're not going to move anyone or change anyone's mind unless you're not entertaining them. And we're damn entertaining, so